Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about why I personally agree with something slightly controversial in the Eagles side of things that Doug Pederson has said regarding wide receivers going into 2020. Now, Doug Pederson has said that Alshon Jeffery will be one of the starting options going into the 2020-21 season. So, a lot of people are very unhappy with this, per se, but I feel like it's almost like the best scenario that he could have gone with, and I'm going to explain that in the video, but I'm also going to explain what I think his overall plan is. Now, I have not seen what he's said past this year. I don't know if Alshon Jeffery is planning, or if he's planning Jeffery to be like a option going all the way past the 2020 season. I hope not, but I think that what he's planning is for this year to at least start off with Jeffery as a starter, just because, or maybe like the fourth option, just because he's the best or most experienced guy that we have, and then maybe later in the year or by the beginning of next year, we have Quez Watkins or John Hightower on the field. Overall, I have some stats from last year. He started and played 10 games, had 73 targets, and dropped 30 of them, so he only caught 43. That's a catch percentage of 58.9, so that's a huge reason why people were upset, because he kind of has no hands, but 490 yards, 11.4 yards per reception, so not bad at all, and 4 touchdowns, so not great, not bad, pretty meh. Overall, from those alone, he's not, I don't know, they don't really speak for how hard it was seeing him play last year. He had a couple times where he was, like, he showed why he was a crucial part in the Eagles' Super Bowl victory. But then there were other times where there's a reason why it says that he dropped 30 balls. That's two per game, almost. That's a lot, especially when that's like 50% of what you're being thrown. So, a huge problem with dropping balls, but everywhere else, I mean, injury was also a problem with him, but injury was a problem with everyone last year. Yards, he did use, like, when he caught the ball, he did well with it, and we didn't really throw, at least not to receivers in the end zone, very often. There were a couple times where the ball was like Miles Sanders became like a de facto receiver, especially once Boston Scott started to really pick up some steam. But even in the beginning of the season, when a bunch of guys started going down, Miles Sanders had to take a lot more of that receiving load instead of just running the ball, and I think that he kind of made up for a lot of what we didn't have. We had a reliable receiver in Miles Sanders, and we had a reliable tight end in Zach Ertz, who managed to play through a lacerated kidney. We had Dallas Goedert, who same problem as Alshon, a lot of drop balls, but he made some really spectacular catches. And overall, I think that the best scenario for the Eagles going into 2020 is what I said before. I think I said Reagor, Goodwin, Deshaun Jackson, and Alshon Jeffery. And that's because I don't think that anyone else is all that either experienced or, other than Goodwin, I don't think anyone is that, other than Goodwin and Jackson, I don't think anyone else is as experienced as him. or as talented as him. Like, out of the, like, what I would be comfortable with, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with, like, John Hightower or Quez Watkins starting week 1 compared to Alshon Jeffery. I mean, I might want to see, like, depending on what they show in the preseason or on practice, that will definitely change my opinion. But as it sits right now, it doesn't, like, they're really good players, but they're just not as solid of a player as Jeffrey is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Do I wish it was better overall? Yes. Do I wish that the situation was more ideal? Yes. But currently this is kind of the best that we can do, at least from my perspective, and I think that Doug Pederson is making the right move here because he's not working with a lot. Yeah, we got some great pieces. Deshaun Jackson is back after that injury. We got Rager in the draft, a really awesome guy who I would love to see, like, light it up this year. And Marquise Goodwin, another super fast, super agile, pretty small guy who looks like he can really tear up the field this year. But other than that, we don't have much. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking to see Alshon Jeffery probably just be the 4th option, which I'm fine with, honestly. If he's not, like, if he's not the main guy, like if he's not one of the 3 starters, then I'm honestly fine with that. You know what I mean? Now, we often run, at least last year, without any wide receivers. We ran a 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end setup often. But I feel like this year we won't do that. I feel like this year it'll go back to, like, the 2017 season, the Super Bowl season, where it was a lot of wide receiver, like 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end sort of thing. And I think that it'll probably go back to that. Zach Ertz will probably play a lot, and Dallas Goedert will probably play right behind him and might even play with him sometimes because we do love tight ends. But other than that, I think that it'll definitely be a more wide receiver heavy offense. We're going vertical per se. We've got a bunch of fast guys, and then Alshon Jeffery, who's not super fast but can kind of act as the slot if he's like if he comes in for one of the other guys to give him a break or something. I don't know. I think that this is probably the best scenario that Doug Pederson could have gone with. This is a short video, but I just wanted to throw that out there because a couple people have said that they're like, there's one guy in particular, I think he's called Joey Shakes 72 or something. He's an Eagles YouTuber. He makes a lot of compilations and rants sometimes, and I enjoy his content, but I didn't watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail and the title, and I was like, I don't know if I agree with that too much. I think that this is probably the best plan that he could have gone with from an idiot's perspective. So, if you disagree with me, I can definitely see people disagreeing. If you disagree, leave a comment down below and tell me how wrong I am. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It's super short, but, like, I don't know. If you liked it, leave a like. It helps my analytics, please. And, yeah. Now I'm just gonna stare at the screen, stare at the camera until it reaches 10 minutes. Are you uncomfortable yet? I'm regretting this. I'm regretting doing this, but I can't edit it out. So you have to suffer with me. We're nearing 10 minutes. I think we probably just passed it. No? 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I hate that so much. I'm so sorry. Goodbye.